This is Winter, a search engine I made from scratch with around 13 million pages and 30 billion words indexed across several languages. Featuring the most inaccurate AI helper that thinks the US is the 11th province of Canada, with most features you would expect in a modern search engine like timers, math, dictionaries, info boxes, quick highlighted answers, and we also use some NVIDIA H100 GPUs. But wait, how do you actually make a search engine? Well, the first thing, Mr. Spiderweb, Spiderbot, Crawler, whatever you want to call it, is an automated program that browses the web. It starts with a list of seed URLs and follows hyperlinks on those pages to discover and fetch new pages. You've probably seen the map of Wikipedia, where links on pages extend to other pages and extend to other pages and extend to other pages and it's the same principle as a crawler, but it also saves the HTML content as it goes. I started by scraping the New York Times site, extracting the page language, title, meta tags, and text content. It worked pretty well, so I made it fetch every single site it found as fast as possible. And yeah, it's not that simple. The World Wide Web mob got me IP banned in a few minutes. But this is where we use proxies. Imagine you had beef with a shop cashier because you told them you don't speak Russian when they started yapping in Russian. So the next time you need a shawarma, you pay Gonzalez to go and buy it for you. Gonzalez gets his money, you get a shawarma, and the cashier doesn't know it was you. Now imagine Gonzalez is the proxy, shawarma is the HTML content, and the cashier is the website. That story was real, by the way. With proxies in place, the crawler doesn't get blocked that often. But proxies aren't free and bandwidth doesn't grow on trees. So, Cloudflare. Cloudflare has a service called Workers that is extremely cheap. It's basically running code on the cloud. You can fetch a website through it and have it act as a tunnel. And since the request itself happens on Cloudflare servers, the site gets Cloudflare's IP instead of yours. But sadly, Cloudflare refuses to let Cloudflare talk with Cloudflare. Fuck. For those types of sites that use Cloudflare, we use proxies as a fallback. The CIA is hiring wizards to come kill me. This might be my last mission. But look how fast this fucker is. We're getting 180 requests a second, which is quite slow. So we still have improvements to make. To process pages quickly, the crawler is built with Rust, the programming language. I noticed we were getting limited by the HTML parser I was using. If we look in parse document, it's using 21%, so I swapped it for log HTML. It made our program around 10% faster, and surprisingly, it was built by Cloudflare. Thanks Cloudflare. After the crawler processes pages, we upload them in batches to our S3 storage. Think of it as an USB stick, but on the cloud. Simple, lightweight, and extremely cheap. Oh, and extremely, utterly important note. We also log metrics in files that end with anime girls in the name. And that's pretty much the core loop. Discover URLs, queue them, fetch concurrently using tunnels or proxies with realistic fingerprints, parse the HTML, filter links, save the data in batches to S3, and repeat. Also, website equals a distinct domain. Page equals a path within a domain. So when I say 100 pages, I mean something like this and not something like this. Since I'm dumb as shit and don't want to optimize my code for RAM, I bought a beefy dedicated server to host the crawler. Our first run scraped 600,000 pages nicely, and then silence. It just ran out of URLs to fetch. I thought I was being smart by having a seed of 200 websites related to math, research papers, and physics. So I gave it a list of 1 million sites instead. The next run got 900,000 pages and I had to do some quality checks, so I deleted it. Then 2.2 million pages, and eventually 15 million pages. By this point it was taking 120 gigabytes to store in S3, so I stopped there. We had 94 million more URLs queued before we stopped, peaking at 7,800 requests per second and using 250 gigabytes of proxy bandwidth. The entire run took 4 days to finish. I then ran a bunch of experiments to clean the data by removing empty sites, whitespace, Unicode errors, binary files, because some people just cannot serve the content type header properly, and we got the data down from 120 gigs to 100 gigs, and 15 million to 30 million pages. I took a look at a few pages and it was pretty good. We had entries with a ton of text. Oh, and here's foxshit.com. A website I hosted with the help of today's sponsor, Hostinger. If you're just getting started with your own website, Hostinger gets you up and running pretty quickly with minimal headaches. Hostinger's plan gives you a free domain, which is already saving you money, all the security stuff like SSL certificates, malware scanners, DDoS protection, and basically everything you need to keep your site secure and online. Oh, and also fast. Their servers aren't running on this thing, they've got global data centers so your visitors get good load times no matter where they're connecting from. If you're building a website, whether with WordPress, their AI website builder, or you're just deploying raw code like a masochist, that's me, Hostinger makes it stupidly simple. Getting fuckshit up took less than 5 minutes. When you inevitably break something, their support team is available 24/7. You can get a discount on all yearly plans using my code FaceDev at checkout, or go to hostinger.com/FaceDev. And you can try it risk-free with their 30-day money-back guarantee. Thanks to Hostinger for sponsoring this video. And now we Index. Indexing is the organization of the processed data in a way that allows for extremely fast searching. There are two primary approaches, full text indexing and vector search. Full text is traditional. It maps each unique term, aka token, found in given documents. It's easy to set up and very fast for retrieving documents that contain specific words. Struggles with synonyms, related concepts, and understanding the meaning behind a query. I tried it on the 2.2 million pages milestone and got some decent results on searching for Scooby-Doo, Linux, and more. My favorite was AI Impact on Education, where I didn't even search for artificial intelligence fully, yet it found pages about it. This magic won't happen every time though, which is why I'm gonna try to use what my buddy Google uses, vector search. Vector search is a modern approach which focuses on semantic meaning. Each document gets split into chunks that are fed into an embedding model. You can imagine it as a ChatGPT that returns a high-dimensional numerical vector, an embedding that captures its semantic essence. Each chunk is then combined and stored in a vector database mapped by the source URL. That way, a huge documentary on Family Guy turns into this small vector. When someone searches Family Guy lore, it's converted into a vector using the same embedding model. The search engine then looks for vectors in the database that are closest to the vector search. But generating embeddings for a large dataset is computationally intensive and requires significant processing power. So of course I had to try it. Now we gotta do some like cinematic sequence where we go implementing vector search. Search to the embedding model leaderboard. Mini LM seems pretty decent. Trying to my system. 180 hours to finish. Shut your bitch ass up. It's running on CPU. Try making it use the GPU. Run search. Fuck! Discover the UV project. Install hyper-specific versions of required packages. CUDA version mismatch. Look through CUDA compatibility docs. Download specific whale files. Clean environment. Reinstall dependencies. CUDA is not enabled. Reinstall dependencies. CUDA is not enabled. Activate conda on top of conda on top of UV. Reinstall dependencies. Torch.cuda is available. Still returns false. Install Windows subsystem for Linux. Install PyTorch compiled for GPU. It works. No the fuck it doesn't. Try creating a Docker container with the specific CUDA versions. It works. But it's still slow as shit, so it doesn't fucking matter anyway. Create a script to count tokens in our dataset. 42 billion tokens! At OpenAI's rate, that would be $800. Yeah bro, fuck you and their OpenAI. Discover distillation. Making a model slightly dumber for faster inference. Create a script to benchmark Hugging Face, Onyx, Light Embed, and Fast Embed. Hugging Face wins by a landslide. Run it on the GPU. Still slow as shit. I am not waiting days for this. Rent a server with an NVIDIA A100 GPU. Run the script there for a few hours.
This is so fucking stressing. I have a machine and it's eating $2 an hour and I'm trying to make my program run.
It shits up within a few minutes. I fucking hate Python. CUDA ran out of memory. 80 motherfucking gigabytes of VRAM and still cannot handle a few batches. Stay up late to fix it while I'm burning money every minute. New day, bugs fixed. Run another server with an NVIDIA H100 GPU. Everything works fine. I leave it running. We ball. 3rd of April 2025, 9:40 PM. The text embeddings were finished and loaded on my system. Diet suggestions. Clash Royale best text. In utter fear, I quadruple check. I check again. I could not believe my eye. It's fucking ass and inaccurate. So yes, we have wasted around 40 hours on expensive GPUs, more than 10 days of total effort just for the dataset to have way too many languages to accurately train. But I still managed to make the dataset searchable. It's not vector search, it's full text search, but hey, it works. Now we need a website. Welcome to Finta.com, the website that underwent way too many identity crises. From the homepage being about clouds, to space, to black hole, to random gradients, random shaders. I don't know what the fuck happened here, but we eventually got this design. You've probably noticed that when you search in Google, you not only get links, but you also get other utilities. For the first utility the search engine can give, we have the knowledge graphs. Most knowledge graphs come from Wikipedia, and in case you didn't know, I also made my own Wikipedia. The twist there being that anyone can edit any word within a 30-second cooldown. And I obviously have database access to this site. So now you can search for celebrities like Kanye, which is gonna give you used to shop at Aldi. I like EDB saucy balls. Aaron Paul is gonna give you Breaking Bad is gonna give you Walter, I'm coming! Walter, put your dick away, Walter. No. Yes. I also added a calculator, stopwatch, and timer with a very interesting alarm sound. You can also search for days since or days until. It accepts a date, a word, or a holiday. In case you need to know how many quectoseconds there are until Christmas, now you can, and Google can. Most search engines also have word definitions embedded as the first result. And of course, the data for it is fucking private. But we also live in a world where people have way too much free time and open source exists. So I downloaded the WordNet dataset, did some pre-processing to remove unnecessary data, and turned it into an API endpoint. Then I made the UI for it and also added dark mode on the site. Next up, conversions. You can search for 20 bytes to gigabytes, 20 grams to kilograms, 3 centimeters to feet. Currency conversions are more complicated since they require real-time data, but thanks to this GitHub repository, I got them up to date. Now it's time for AI. Unless you live at the bottom of the Caribbean, you've probably seen Google's horrendous AI assistant. Fruits that end with applum, bananum, strawberrum. Undeniably golden. How do you even manage to get a model that dumb? So I tried getting a model that dumb for winter. AI is implemented in 2 places. Goddamn, I cannot mention AI without thinking of the AI segment. AI is implemented in 2 places. The chatbot tab, which is a real-time chatbot that has access to winter, and search results, where you may get cached AI summaries on popular queries. The chatbot is called Yapatron, thanks to the suggestion on my community tab, and tries to be as inaccurate as possible.
There's Donald Trump. He was also the dictator of Sigmaland. Roblox, it's Goon Blocks. He co-produced albums and had critically acclaimed solo albums like Puffy from 2004, Cocksucker.
As for AI summaries, I ran them on a dataset of 500,000 search queries that I also used to provide autocomplete while searching. The summaries are not really focused on brain rot and misinformation cause it's expensive to debug, which brings me to the premium plan in winter. AI is expensive as fuck. So, Winter Premium. For $4 a month you get 100 daily messages with Yapatron instead of just 5. Priority response times, which basically means in case I see the bill and I kinda go, oh no, way too much, I may give free users less usage, but the premium plan is there to stay. You also get higher limits in website submissions and priority website verifications. Website verifications? What in the fuck is that? That's a feature I've wanted a website to have for an extremely long time. A website registry. Think of it this way. You are bored and want some fun website. How do you search for it? Fun websites on Google? You'll probably give you a link to an article, but that doesn't update often. So imagine this, a search engine where you can also check fresh websites in a wide range of categories. Each website would be manually submitted by the owner and verified by humans for quality. To submit a domain, you put it on the submit page, follow the instructions to add the TXT records to your DNS, click verify, and you're done. Now you can add details about it and submit it for verification. It will then be featured in the registry tab alongside other sites. If I find the website astonishingly good, I'm gonna give it a star and it will appear like this.
I found a contract with criminal connections in the southeast of England and set up a cover-up meeting with the top cocaine dealer.
In other words, we also have an API. This was highly requested by the community in linter and text, so I added it here. Every free user is given 1000 free API credits to start with. Each search query consumes 1 credit. Searches give you web results from winter, the full text article related to it, the date if you searched for time until holiday, the word definition, the currency conversion, unit conversion, and AI summaries. You get a usage graph on the right side and the ability to purchase more credits on the left side. I added the settings tab where you can enable or disable auto-completion and instant search results. Instant search results are basically DuckDuckGo's banks ported over. While you search, you can add an exclamation mark followed by a service abbreviation like Google Images and it will redirect you to it. I also added the exclamation mark bleep as an option that will redirect you to bleep text. To my surprise, the website worked flawlessly on mobile and only needed a few tweaks. And that is winter.com, available for free without signing up, and if you sign up you also get access to Yapatron, settings, API, submitting and voting in the registry, and more. All of the code behind the features and concepts mentioned in the video are all available for free on GitHub. Thanks to all of the Patreons and YouTube members for supporting the channel. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.
Got a drop on this flexing nigga. He from Tennessee.